It's just Celine.
It's your boy D.
I'm Char. You're tuning in a homeroom with Smooth. Class is now in
session. Yo, what's up, y'all? So listen, this is episode number 305 of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast. Jesus Christ. Saying that out loud, it just gets weird every time. I'm like, that's too many. That's too many episodes. Start over. Start over.
A lot of episodes.
Oh God. But I got with me Char here today. How you doing, Char?
Sup, repping for UT today, baby. Go ball.
Not the alma mater.
Yeah, I'm obnoxious. So
How long did you go to school? Like when did you go to school here?
when did I go to UT? 05 to 2010.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that is that school in Memphis or is it in Nashville?
No, this one's in Knoxville.
Knoxville.
So we have.
I know it's one of the major cities.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of colleges in Tennessee. So there's University of Memphis, which is in Memphis, and then we have
you don't
Rhodes,
say.
right? We have, I think Rhodes College, which is a private college, and then you branch out to UT Martin, which is about an hour from Memphis, and then you got Chattanooga. And then there's Lane College and like Jackson, Tennessee. There's a bunch of colleges in Tennessee, but this one is in Knoxville. And then there's Tennessee State University, which is the HBCU in Nashville.
Oh yeah, Vanderbilt. Somebody just said Vanderbilt.
Exactly, Vanderbilt. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Phoebe is working with Vanderbilt. All right. So to start today's podcast off, all right. This was not scheduled. But I do need to cook somebody real quick. All right. I need to cook somebody. So there's this lady online, she goes by Stardust, all right. She makes this really insensitive joke about the airman that the military member that set himself on fire in front of the Israeli embassy, saying y'all let him cook for too long. Like he died, ma'am. Like he literally died from doing this. All right. Now, whether you agree or disagree with what he did, and I do wanna pull up a better image of. Oh, whoops! I accidentally got rid of you. I do want to pull up a better image of her. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm speaking directly to this young lady, so everybody know who I'm talking about, who I'm talking to. Let me present my screen real quick. All right. So, ma'am, you are in no position to talk about anybody that could be suffering from any type of mental health issue. Period. Dot. Okay. Like the military has a long history of sending people to doing particular jobs and things and them having to witness things that could make them have a mental episode, right? So we don't know exactly what his mental full capacity was to where he got to this state to where he wanted to do this to himself in this manner. Also, he just passed away like yesterday or the day before, and then his family has not even buried him. You know what I'm saying? And this the joke that you think is the joke to make. Like I don't know what is going on in your head. I don't know like what the internet trolls got you. The internet trolls got you thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know on the particular side of the internet, sometimes you sit on, like y'all just be saying stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't cool. This will never be cool. You know what I'm saying? And Stardust like keep all associated veterans, you know what I'm saying, military, keep them out your mouth. Just stick to what you normally talk about. Okay, because that's not even what you normally talk about on a regular basis. Stick to your politic debating, you know what I'm saying, your hypothetical rhetoric, you know what I'm saying, like all that other shit. Just stick to that shit. Don't come over here dealing with none of real life and real people dealing with real stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're just an online person that makes online complaints about stuff that you didn't even like experience. But to answer your question, King Cash. So basically, before you came, if you wind back just a little bit, I had an image up of the young man that he in the joke that she said, um where he lit himself on fire in front of the Israeli embassy. That is what happened. I'm finna get off the screen. I'm tired of looking at her. Um in the Israeli embassy, he has lit himself on fire. And basically he did that in protest. And he was saying like free Palestine and all that. Whether you agree or disagree with him, doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is he's dead now. His family hasn't buried him. They're still mourning. Nobody knows exactly like what his mental state was when he went to go do this. So until we know more information, I think all jokes are off the table till we know if whether or not he was just doing something or if he was actually suffering from some condition brought on by his state of employment. I don't think that's a reasonable thing for anybody to do, to start making jokes about him. That's why I didn't even talk about it, because there wasn't enough information out. I'm like, once they actually go, hey, this is what really happened, you know what I'm saying, outside of him setting himself on fire, then cool. I'm cool with people doing what you got to do. And plus by the time they do that, he'll be buried. So I'm cool with that. What was the joke? The joke was y'all let him cook for too long. That was the joke. Y'all let him cook for too long. But anyway, that's the gist of that. That is the gist of it. Uh Now let's move on to oh shoot, I forgot to go live on X at the same time. My fault, X people. Anyway, but let's get them in here. On the other and better news, well, not better news, because this Wendy Williams stuff. Char, please take it away, because I've talked for the last like couple minutes. I'm tired.
Yeah, so as we know, well, if you don't know, Wendy Williams used to have a huge trending talk show. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they started making claims that she wasn't well, and they wouldn't really tell us why she wasn't well. And then more developments came out, and they said, "Oh, she's doing drugs." I don't know if I can say that on here. um,
Okay, yeah.
and then they were
Yeah, no,
like,
you can say drugs. Drugs is just
"Oh, okay."
general.
And they were like, "Oh, she's an alcoholic," and then they were like, "Oh, she's sick." So basically, it's been a couple years since she's stepped down from the show. And then
Mhm.
fast forward 2 years later, here we are in 2024. And now they're coming out. Apparently, they just released a documentary um, that is following Wendy Williams and her health condition. And when her publicist agreed to do this documentary, I guess she was, or they were under the impression that Wendy Williams was battling with something else. Well, it turns out the documentary has revealed a lot of stuff that's wrong with Wendy Williams. And so now her publicity team is saying we were not aware. We wouldn't have signed up for it if we didn't know it was going to be like this. And so now the internet is in an uproar, because those who've watched it have said that it's not shedding a great light on her, and you can tell that she's being taken advantage of. She's not in her right mind. Like, they should have waited until
Mhm.
did they actually get consent from the family. It just, a lot of the details seem very
Mhm.
shady.
Yeah. And I will ditto that sentiment. Um ah, Before I get into that, I do want to, while this is on my head, how did her son end up charging $100,000 worth of Uber Eats? Like, they're full blown. Like, I guess this is kind of on topic. Like, they're full blown taking advantage of her. Like the Uber Eats, the rental, like it was rental property. He was paying 20K, 200K in rent, and he paid something else. Like, he had spent over a quarter of $1 million in like a really fast click. And I'm like, how do you do that? I Who's ordering that much Uber Eats? Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? What are you doing?
And
You're
to add
rich.
to that, her ex-husband was taking advantage of her for years as well. They finally divorced, and he went to court and basically asked the court to like pay for his, he tried to take all her money.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, he lost that in court.
Mm-hmm.
But I basically overall what everyone is saying is that they feel like she has no one in her corner.
Yeah, and I will agree because I agree within myself just to be ethical and not watch it because every clip I seen was bad.
Yeah.
Like
I
she
don't know
has
if I
a
can bring myself to watch it either.
yeah, like she had when you hold on when you spend your career talking about everybody, you can't expect much grace when you're down bad.
So I'm glad you brought that up because I want to
Woo!
address that too. I want to address that too,
Woo!
right? So I have been seeing people
Ugh.
saying this a lot all over my social media. One, well, I got a couple of things on this, okay?
Go ahead.
One, her whole brand was known about bringing the gossip, the tea to the show. So I don't know how people, when she's a TV personality who's hired to bring the tea and the gossip to a show, how are people saying,
Mhm.
"Oh, you talk bad about people"? That's what her job was. She was getting paid to do that. Now we got Shade Room. Shade Room is a different version, but it's an online version. But you don't see
Mhm.
people dragging Shade Room like, "How dare y'all talk about people like that?" No, when Wendy's Williams did it, it was bad. So now she deserves to have a lifelong disease because she did her job. Like I can't agree with that one. I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah, yeah, and on top of that, like because like I just want to go through this woman's conditions, right? That I've seen. She has lymphemia or something like that. It's something with her lymph nodes in her feet to where she can't feel over 2% of her foot. So it's really hard for her to walk because she doesn't even know where she's putting her foot down at. She doesn't even know her foot is on the ground. That is like bizarre. That's super crazy to me. And most of the time, she doesn't even wear shoes because most shoes they irritate her feet in her condition even more. Um, then on top of that, she then has what is that called?
Dementia.
Dementia. She got
Yeah.
dementia, so she can't like remember anything, and people are complaining like, "Oh my god, why are you yelling at people and why are you treating people bad?" A symptom of dementia is literally agitation. You're agitated all the time. You have increased
Mhm.
aggression, and it's because you don't remember like any bonds with these people. Like you're basically running into strangers all day.
Mhm.
Like so, it's hard. It's hard for you to like. You can't even blame her because it's not her like somewhere deeper within herself is her. You know what I'm saying? And I know whenever she has those moments, and I hate that the show never showed it because it's a real thing with people with dementia. They have moments where they come back, like it's really them, and they're so sad and so like sorrowful for the things that they've done because they were there the entire time.
Yeah.
It's almost like somebody else is in control of your own body. Like
Yeah.
it's not a condition to play with. You know what I'm saying? And that I know that people feel like because her job was talking about people. You can say that about anybody in media in general.
Pretty
All
much. Yeah.
podcasters, all podcasters to include myself. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? All people that do commentary,
Yes.
news reporters, like
Yes. Period.
anybody. You could say that about
Yes.
anybody. We
Mhm.
all have to like play this weird game where you're spitting like you're talking about stuff and it may or may not be 100% factually true. You're just
Yeah.
going off what you have at the moment. Um and and even with that, like I don't think Wendy has been sued successfully for saying anything that was wrong about anybody.
Mhm.
So in the entire run of her show, all her tea was piping hot and
That's a
correct.
really good point to bring up. She wasn't out here spreading rumors. She was sharing the truth. People just get
Yes.
upset when people share the truth. Like, how you get mad at her for delivering the truth? I'm so sorry that it's real, that it actually exists. You know, like I don't know. I don't know how people can go as far as claim thinking karma is attached to someone's job. Like I'm really confused by that. And people for some reason I've noticed that people have a hard time separating
Mhm.
Wendy Williams talk show, Wendy Williams the person. We don't know who she is as a person. We've heard things, but that's
Mhm.
he say she say stuff. But we don't know actually how this woman is in real life. All we know is what we saw in the talk show.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not King what he said. I'm not I don't know. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm not surprised people are profiting off her situation. I mean, yeah, yeah, I wouldn't be either. Like, cause there's a lot of
Yeah.
when you're that high up as a celebrity, like you got a lot of leeches and you got a lot of people that are doing whatever they can to get a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why, if they didn't put in the deal that they had editorial rights, because normally when you do a documentary, you make sure you have final editorial rights. So therefore, you're in control of the product that gets put out to the people. So therefore,
Mhm.
you can shape your narrative the way that you want it to be.
Yeah.
And then when you have a gossip talk show, people are gonna keep that same energy with with the truth. I mean, yeah, but that's the thing. She was telling the truth. Like Wendy has not missed. Like, I don't know too many times that she missed.
Yeah.
And any time that she was a bit off, she always clarified at the next show. Like, she's a very upstanding, like she did her job well. Like, and
Hmm.
that's why people tuned into her. That's
Yeah.
why, like, if Wendy Williams said it about you, like, people were taking it as like
Yeah.
my
Exactly.
biblical truth.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, they're like, hey, Wendy said it. It must be true. Like, and they take it and run with it. But yeah, I really would. Are they lying on Wendy? Is the truth? No, 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 no. Nobody's lying on Wendy. That the real kicker is that she's being mistreated. Like,
Yeah.
they shouldn't have put this forward in this manner. Like, it just paints her in a completely bad light. It makes people think really poorly and badly of her. And
Hmm.
it's just one of those things that I just really I can't get behind it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I can't get behind it.
Yeah. And I just think that going back to, oh, well, that's what happens when you do this for the reason that I don't. That's just I, for every person who has said that. Okay. All right. You just be careful, because I have never felt so great in my life to be able to cast judgment on someone on what they do and don't deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have some
Mhm.
really obvious evil people on this earth. Like, one of them is Blueface. Like, that's clearly a horrible human being. So
I
when
mean, yeah,
stuff like him going to jail comes up, it's like, okay, clearly we saw that coming. But with Wendy Williams, all we saw was her do her job.
yeah, yeah. Him, Krishan, like people like I don't feel for them. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But Wendy, like, it's like she's like I would have preferred her to like have retired off her show in her on her own terms. She should have been able to go out like Oprah did. But
yeah.
instead, like, this is what we got instead. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish she had a better support system around her. And it's unfortunate that she's not able to shape that team because she's just not in the right frame of mind.
No, I see
No,
that. See,
you do you
see, I
do
gotta
get a
disagree with
you do get a pass because it's your job, bro. Like,
disagree with that. Yeah.
my job is to report the news. My is a podcast. I
Mhm.
commentate on things that happen, right? If I get
Mhm.
it wrong or right, it's my job to then come back and clear that up. However, whether I cash the check or not, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't change the fact that it was just a job. Like, that's and she was good at it and she was right, bro. Like, at the end of the day, she was right. Um, you got anything else you want to say about Wendy? Um, Char, did you have anything else you want to say about Wendy?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I spaced out for.
Like, wait, what? I was like, dude, like,
I thought you were talking to the audience and I was off somewhere else. My bad. Yeah. My last closing thoughts would be prayers out to Wendy Williams. It's unfortunate what she's going through. I don't think that anyone deserves to uh, have to go out like that. I personally will not be watching this documentary. I've heard enough to know that it ain't for me. Um, and it's unfortunate that she doesn't. It sounds like she has no one in her back. Not even. Well, I have seen a lot of fans, saying they're supporting her and praying for her. So that's great. But unfortunately, in her immediate circle, it sounds like she doesn't really have anyone looking out for her, because clearly her publicist claims they didn't know that it was going to be that kind of situation. How don't you know that as a publicist? You know,
I think that's
it's a little
cap.
shady to me.
I think it's cap. I
Yeah.
really think it's cap. I don't think they planned on it going over as negatively as it did. And people having so much sympathy for her. They're like, oh, snaps, people actually do like Wendy. Like, no shit. People complain, but people do be liking people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people complain. Okay, this might be a terrible example, but I'm gonna give it anyway. People complain about Kanye West all the time, but clearly there's a deep love for Kanye on a lot of levels, because people still support his music. You
Yeah.
know, so at the end of the day, like, nobody wants anything bad to happen to Kanye. But anyway, let's get on to somebody that may or may not warrant sympathy. So Diddy and all these accusations, man, like, it just keeps the dump truck just keeps going, man. The dump truck just keeps going. Like, so Lil Rod came out with more accusations. It seemed like he filed something in court that got proven wrong. What are your thoughts on the whole, like, everything he's claiming? Because he's claiming a lot of wild stuff. Like,
you wanna tell the audience what we talking about first?
oh, so look, so Diddy, all right, so Diddy.
I'm sorry.
Take that.
Wait.
I told you too funny. Too funny to the
that was perfect. That was
so
perfect.
look, so Diddy, all right, so Diddy, he's basically taking Lil Rod, this producer, he's taking his publishing, right? But that's not the only thing he was allegedly taking, okay? So he was also like finally he was also fondling his booty, you know what I'm saying? Rubbing on his genitalia. Rubbing on his genitalia. Let me think what else happened. He said he was sexually assaulted by a young Miami's cousin. He said that he was Cuba Gooding Jr. was playing with him. He and then Diddy forced him to watch a sex tape of Stevie J. And then that's the thing that got proven to be false, because some man came out and said, that's not Stevie J, that's me. So a gay man came out and said, that video is not Stevie J, that's me. But that still don't change the fact Diddy made him watch that video. It's a totally different guy, not Stevie J. Stevie J technically could sue for defamation, I don't know, but it was somebody else. Well, it was another gay man in that video. Lil Rod had to let him go. He needed some money, bro. Yo, see, this is tough. Like, I don't want to. You don't want to be victim blaming, but he's a grown man. Like, as a grown man in your 30s, how you letting another grown man rub on your booty? Okay, go ahead.
I gotta give the men grace. Unfortunately, men are victims of SA situations also. So let's just put that out there. However, in this particular and I don't know if I believe this one. I don't. Not because he's a man. I don't know. Not sure. I don't know what to believe anymore, and what comes out with Diddy. I don't.
So look, I don't think. So look, do I think something happened? Sure, right? Like, do I think something happened? Maybe there was some weirdo stuff that happened in general. However, my thing is this: all these incidents happened one after the other, after the other, after the other. Which one was the point where you go, I'm not working on this album anymore, I'm out? Yeah. Like, why are you still working on this? Fired and everything?
Who was fired?
Who's fired? Believe all men 2024.
All men matter 2024.
Oh my god, bruh. No, but on a serious note though, like you have to ask yourself, like, okay, Diddy's walking around naked. I don't like this. I'm gonna leave, right? Oh, he's walking around naked and he touches my balls. Oh, I'm still gonna stay. Like, huh? Oh, he's rubbing on my booty.
Like King Cass said, he needed the money. He needed
Man,
that money.
my message was being checked by the mods. Oh wow, that's crazy, bro. How fired and everything was getting checked by mods? I mean, I do have the automated content moderation on because ever since
They
I
must
got
be Diddy fans. They must be Diddy fans.
oh my god. Stop. Hey, no, but seriously. I was getting like spammed like really, really bad at one point. Like there was some dude and he had I want to say in one night I got 20,000 messages,
Sheesh.
20,000 chat messages
Mm.
on Twitch, and it was just straight bots. It was just straight bots, and they were all calling me the N word, hard R, like over and over again. Monkey, monkey, N word, N word, N word, monkey, N word, N word, and it was just going, and I couldn't turn it off because I was in the middle of doing an interview, like live. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but it neither here nor there. Anyway, needless to say, Lil Rod, as a man, if you are a victim, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad for you. However, at some point you have to take accountability for still being there. Because if all that Diddy stuff happened and then you went onto a yacht with him into the middle of the ocean and now Cuba Gooding Jr. is rubbing on you, like what did you expect? You basically told them your lunch. Like, bro, look, Diddy walking around talking about I love you when you call me Big Pop. Yo, like,
Oh, child. Mm.
oh God, man, that's nah, man, nah, fam, nah. But seriously, like, I don't want to make fun of m- men and the things that they go to. However, it seems like in his situation, he ain't got his facts straight, and it seems like although he's suing for his publishing, I feel like this is kind of like retaliatory in conjunction with the publishing issue. And then Diddy is notorious for taking people's publishing and business money and all that. Like Bad Boy Records is notorious for taking people's stuff. Why would you think he just would stop doing that? Why would you
Mhm.
think he would stop doing that? I think I actually do. I have that. Do I actually have a clip, you know what I'm saying, of them laughing about it, man. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to myself. I'm gonna send it to myself because I seen it earlier, and I just didn't send it to the computer. Here we go. Yeah, I'm finna play it. Like, and it's Diddy. They just sitting up there just laughing at him, like laughing at him, laughing about the whole situation. Like they just don't care.
Right.
Like, why would you work with people that don't care about you? All right, here we go. Boom. Can you hear this?
No,
Oh, you can't? Okay.
I
Can
can,
you
but it's
hear?
kind
Hold
of
on.
low.
Okay, hold on. Let me adjust something. Let me adjust something real quick. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. I run shit here, nigga. I run shit. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Little Rod ain't worth giving his kingdom to if we don't control his publishing. I can solve his efforts with 3 other human beings. He's eating at our table, and I like his backstory, but you need to have other people. It's hard to work with him unless we have his butt. He's a piece of shit human, but we do not need his talent unless we can work with him. Yeah. So they just straight up saying like they gonna take your publishing regardless. Like and they don't care about you. Like they want your publishing. Like, and I'm like, that doesn't even make
Mhm.
sense. Like at all. Like, man. Hold on. Let's read what they were saying though. Y'all celebrating Grammy week. I'm currently nominated on an album. I produced at least 9 songs. I should be celebrating, but I'm quietly fighting for my publishing for months. I took a year straight off to do work on this album, and I'm definitely not being showed love. Rod, come on. You added sounds to songs. You were an instrumentalist for hire. Don't add fuel to a man's name that's going through it. Like, what do you mean? Like, add fuel to a man's name that's going through it? Like, bruh, he's owed his publishing. That's what it boils down to. He's owed it. He's owed his money, whether you like it or not. Like, you gotta pay up. You gotta pay up. You gotta
Mhm.
pay the man what he's worth. If he worked on the album, pay him. That's it. It's that simple. But I can't believe they would do that. And like in broad day, like on recording, and Diddy's just laughing about it.
Not surprised there.
They don't care about you. And that's the thing. Like everybody be so quick, because I said this yesterday, like trying to look for a come up
Yeah.
and be going through it. Find for your posting while you before you fight for your booty is crazy. I mean, hey, you said it. You said it. You said it. Because I promise you, there's other places to get a check. There's
Right. It
other
ain't
ways to
that
get a check.
serious.
'Cause now you got nothing. Versus you
Yeah.
could have worked on a bunch of other projects and had something. That makes no sense,
Mhm.
man. It makes no
Mhm.
sense. I wouldn't be working with Diddy at all. I wouldn't be working with Diddy. But because this is quite a heavy note here, I do want to ask you a lighter question, much lighter question.
Oh, okay. And then I
Okay.
have question of the day.
Okay. So, uh, how shall I put this? Um, is there such thing like for how do you feel in a relationship about like well dealing with somebody like is there certain things that like what's off limits for you like as far as like being too soon like what are things that men do that you're like, oh, you're doing too much, like it's too soon for you, like things that you go, oh no, you're doing too much, that's too soon.
You mean like as far as them showing interest?
Yeah, like somebody doing too much. Yeah, what's doing too much for you?
You asking this on purpose. You not slick smooth.
No,
Because of
sorry,
our
but
last conversation, you not slick.
no, I'm
You
not.
not
I'm not.
slick. You not slick. Okay. So for me, um, a man who like you can tell is not being himself and is just doing a lot to um okay, like certain comments like men will make, like, "Oh, I bet you just got a line of men over there waiting to talk to you." Like, "How many men you dating?" You know, like stuff like that. That just like, why don't you have confidence that
Mm,
you secured me? Why are you always asking me about some other man or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like comments like that. That turns me off completely.
mm.
That's
Cause
just
he, cause
one.
he's fragile.
Yes, overcompensating. Thank you. That's the perfect
Mm-hmm.
way to put it. Overcompensating.
Mm,
Um, let's see. Another one is how do I put it? So like a man who just does too much in a sense of
mm-hmm.
um I'm trying to find the right way to put it without sharing too much, but like
Jesus Christ.
just doesn't know how to chill. Like it's okay. Like you don't have to do a lot, but like if you're you're texting me every 2 seconds and like I haven't responded. Gonna
That a man who laughs.
no, if you're like texting me like every 2 seconds and like you're not giving me a chance to respond, because like it's like calm down, it's okay. Like I'm going to respond. Just give me a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. You know what? I'm just now remembering what you talked about in the chat.
Exactly. That's what I'm like.
This had nothing to do with it at all, actually. Like it
And then
has something to do
also
with
another thing that turns me off, and I've been on dates before where the man just goes on and on and on about like what he does and how much he makes and the trips he's been on, and this much money and that. I don't care. Like I'm getting to know you. Tell me about you. Like that's just too
bingo.
much. If once I like you, yeah, we can discuss this stuff. But if that's all you come out the gate with, I'm gonna think that's all you're about.
Mm. Mm. He said, nah, you go 36. I got time today. Yo.
I cannot.
Hey, that's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh. I cannot.
That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. Okay. Yeah, you can fast forward with question of the day.
All right.
I just wanted to know that because I seen some mess
That's
online
just
and
a
I was just
few.
like,
That's just a few that I've experienced where it just like pushed me away. And I was like, yeah. Okay, so my question of the day. Are you ready?
question of the day. Question of the
And you talk about my song.
day. Okay, fine.
All right. What has been your best memory in 2024 so far?
Okay. My best memory in 2024 so far. I would say my number one thing right this year has been what is that? Shit. I think doing it's either doing I think it was doing all 6 interviews that one day. Like just sitting there doing it, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling, like talking with my friends, you know what I'm saying, linking up with people like every Friday going forward, like still till the end of March, like there's an interview every Friday. And that's kind of like and I feel like that's like an accomplishment. Like now I don't feel any pressure to do any interviews at all. Like I'm not searching for people to interview. People are like, "Oh, you want to do it?" I'm like, "No,
That's
I'm
dope.
not
That's
searching."
dope.
Like
Yeah.
there's going to be another set. So I'm supposed to be going to Denver and then I'm gonna do another set of interviews in Denver. So that's on the way. Um yeah, that's on the way. So be on the lookout for that. Um yeah, what
Cool.
about you?
Yeah. So for me, February has been a very busy month for me in a great way. So just my business taking off in different
Everywhere
avenues.
but on the podcast. No,
So like I got the opportunity to be a production assistant at a huge engineering conference. That was
hmm
pretty exciting. And then um, I secured like a huge brand deal that I'm really excited about with a huge brand. So working on that right
Nice.
now. So and they found, like I didn't have to apply this. They just found me on TikTok and say, "Hey, we like your vibe. Can you do this campaign for us?" And they're paying me nicely. So yeah.
Hey, that's fire. That's fire.
Hmm.
That's fire. That's real fire. I like that. I like that. And I seen you out there working. You know what I'm saying? Even though it looked like more vacation than working, you was working.
Right. I promise I was working, guys. Don't get it twisted. You just got the pretty pictures.
hmm Nothing but just lavish nights. Like I was just like, man, what is going on? I'm like, I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing all this wrong.
Yeah, it looked more lavish than it was, but yeah, just consistently putting in this work and staying consistent with my goals.
Consistency is key.
Consistency is key.
Except for when that girl don't want you, bro. Like just stop texting. Just stop texting. Stop texting. If she don't want you, just stop texting, bro. But anyway, y'all, this has been another episode of the Home Room with Smooth. That's hold on. What did he just say?
Oh my
That's how
god.
it starts. Lil Rob is just
Ah.
bro, bro. Oh God, bro.
That's
Hey,
funny.
bro, funny, bro. Bro,
Yeah, you funny. You funny as hell.
hey, you funny for real. Hey, but listen, y'all. Again, look, we talked about Stardust being trash. You know what I'm saying? We talked about Wendy Williams documentary. We talked about the Diddy accusations. If you're watching on Twitch, I mean on Twitter, on X, you missed the Stardust is Trash thing because I forgot to start the live. So if you head on over to YouTube or Twitch, you'll be able to watch that part. Anyway, we're gonna get what in the Celine.
Celine.
Hey yo, hey
We're about to
yo.
get
What's
off.
cracking? What's cracking?
Not much. Finally got some service in this mug.
Yo, hey, this is crazy.
It's been a minute, y'all.
It has been a minute. Hello.
It's been like what?
Like a year?
I'm like damn near a year for real.
Yeah,
That shit crazy. What
yeah,
I come
yeah,
into the
yeah.
middle of?
Huh?
I said, what I come into the middle of?
We're about
Uh,
to end.
we was about to get off. Like you can't.
Oh
We
shit! I
yeah, we
slowed the heat down a little bit.
we was about to leave. But
Oh shit!
I do, but no, but I do want to I do want to ask you the same question I asked Char. Like,
What's
what
up?
is doing too much? Like as far as like a man to you, like, what are some things that you're like, yo, that man is doing too much?
You talking about when you first start dating?
Oh, I'm like sagging. That's the first thing that came to mind. Doing too much. Hmm, it's a lot of things that could be doing too much. It really depends on the scenario. Acting out in front of people just because you're around me in public.
That's a good
Mm,
one.
Trying to seem like you know, something that you're not when you're around other people. Um, overpaying, that's a thing. Um, like trying to make it seem like you head honcho, buying all shots for everybody and woo woo woo. Doing too much, doing too much, doing too much. Outside, not with your kids, that's doing too much.
okay.
Um,
It's a good one.
what else is doing too much?
I'm not laughing at
I'm
you.
like,
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
laughing at the
like,
comments.
Okay, just 20 texts. I will chill, but I need an emoji or something to acknowledge me.
man, doing too much definitely is like over texting or over calling. I just met you 2 days
See,
ago.
I just said the same
If
thing.
I just met you, if I just met you 2 days ago, and you like FaceTiming me out of nowhere without asking if you could call me is crazy.
Thank you. See what I'm
Like I
saying?
don't even know you like that. I don't even know you like that. What if I'm with my other nigga?
We're on the same
Like
page.
what if I just met you 2 days ago? You don't know what I got going on. Don't be just like calling me like you know me like that because you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Trying to see me every day when I just met
Ooh,
you.
that's a good one too.
Um, I've learned that red flags. Okay, so this not really well doing too much. I would say like I just met you and you trying to take me out the country. Like that's
Ooh,
kind of
yeah,
weird
that's
to
a good
me.
one too.
That's weird to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
That's me too.
I'm like I gotta
I gotta feel you out first. You might be a serial killer for all I know.
nah for real. Doing too much. Uh, trying to invite me to your crib within the first week. That's
Mm.
doing a lot. Like why? Like I mean, you basically saying you already know what type of time it you on for the most part. So
Yeah, I hate that one
Mm-hmm.
too.
yeah. Yeah, I pretty much name like what I could think off the top of my head.
So
Um, overly talking about women, like as a man talking about women all the time, like that's doing too much to me.
Yeah, that is doing too much.
So I got a question.
And it
with
goes
that.
vice versa too. It goes vice versa too.
I
Right.
pointed that one out too.
Yeah.
Like, why you keep asking me if I'm talking to somebody, if there must be a bunch of men competing for you, blah blah blah. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
So this he said, "Dang, you can't come to the crib. That's tough. I guess I gotta go to yours when you."
Nah, cause the coochie was left at the crib, so you can't even come now. You can't come. You can't come to where the coochie is at. The coochie is left at home, so the homes is off limits. I hope your penis is left at home too. So yeah, nah, we not doing no cribs.
So my question is this: so what if like what if like for instance like because I know like this was one of my like things like especially during COVID, like I would make dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like is that doing too much? Like
On the first
I'll
date?
make dinner.
What time frame?
Right.
So it was during
The
COVID.
first
It was during
date?
COVID. Like everything was closed though. Everything was closed.
I'm
There was
saying,
no
so the
going out
first
to date.
date you were making her dinner at home.
I mean, yeah, I didn't have a choice.
How long was y'all talking?
Maybe like 2-3 days. She said, "Yeah."
Yeah,
She
that's
said,
too
"Yeah."
much.
You got some cutty?
Of course I did.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, but I was impressed
You
though.
just
I was
proved my
impressed.
point.
I was impressed though. I thought she was gonna leave. But then she went into like no, I like real deal, real talk. Like we talked on the balcony for a while, whatever. We had like a deep heart to heart, and I was like, okay, cool. So I'm thinking she's gonna leave. Like she's like, okay, I'm gonna get ready to go. Like so, I thought she was leaving. Like she goes to the bathroom, and the bathroom's connected to my bedroom, and she's in my bedroom on my bed, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And then she just grabs me, pulls me down. I said, well, here we are. Like I
Nigga,
said, I guess we here.
you said really, first of all, it goes, here we are all alone in this. You sat there and straight. Now it goes both ways. Both of y'all know like what the fuck happened.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That was no
you get what I'm saying?
was,
She knew too. She knew
yeah.
that she was gonna come over, and she knew if the vibe was right, she was gonna get her some dick. She knew she deserved some dick if the vibe was hitting for something. And if the food was good, bruh, she getting some dick and you getting some coochie. That's how it go. Like if you're invited within that first week, y'all are going to fuck if the vibes is hidden. If the vibes is hidden, it's an automatic fucking situation. Like smash. Now if the vibes was off, she probably would have ate dinner and been like, well, I appreciate you. I'ma holla. But kicking it, drinking some wine or a drink or something after, y'all talking on a balcony, it's nighttime, the stars is out and shit. Yeah, that's a setup. That's a straight setup. You know
Yeah, it was. I had candles lit in that mug and some more shit. Like I had no lights on in the crib.
You got aromatherapy and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I was big player.
I mean, I'm not judging though. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say that I haven't had my fair share of, you get what I'm saying, like going over somebody's crib, having my way, or somebody coming over my crib and I'm still having my way. But it's like for me right now, it's like that's, you know, in the past for me. So it's just right now, like I have some hard nose and some boundaries that I'm just not gonna cross.
Oh, no,
I mean, that just takes growth. But I mean, it depends on what stage of your life you're in, what you would consider doing too much, if that makes sense. I feel like it varies with growth and change. I'm not even gonna say age. I'm just gonna say growth and change. So yeah, that's that. I'm like, I had a voice earlier. I was at a game. The voice is gone. I sound like a frog. I sound like a little nigga over here. It's crazy.
I'm sorry, it's not you, it's the comments.
Yeah.
No, so listen. This nigga said, left it at the crib. It's crazy. I'm gonna take you to go pick it up.
Oh my god, I'm laughing at the most recent
nah,
one.
you slow down when it turned into a help me. This is crazy. And then he said no condoms. He said the trap within the trap. Yo, whoa, bruh.
Whoa.
Relax.
Are you okay? Like, are
Pig.
you okay? Like this
He
this
thinking
sounds like a story.
he thinking I got put in a trap. Like, it wasn't a trap. Like, it was what it was. Like, it was what it was. You know
Word
what I'm
on
saying?
that.
But she got the tripping. She had the tripping. Like she got mad at me for no reason, and then I just like thought it was stupid, and I blocked her, just on the strength of that. Like, just on the strength of that. Like, I was just like,
That's some
this is
Aries
stupid.
ass shit.
Like,
Right.
this is stupid. Like, I don't get why you're upset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, oh, I'm not talking to you, like, because I'm upset, and it wasn't even nothing to be upset about. Like, she was like, well, you went like, she said you went all day without texting me. I was like, what if I have a life? Like, what if I had something going on? What if I had a family issue or an actual emergency? Like, what like I don't get it. Like, or you could have called yourself and said, hey, normally you text me, are you okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what a normal human being does. You drop a text and say, hey, are you okay?
After 24 hours, that's what I call.
Yeah, it wasn't even 24 hours.
I give it 24 hours at least.
It went from last night to like the evening of the next day. And my thing was like, shit, I woke up late for work and shit. I had to get on down. I ain't have time to be sitting there trying to text you.
Well, she
Shoot, you ain't
liked
putting
you.
this. I mean, yeah, but shit, she the one who talking about she's upset and then didn't want to talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was still being on Unri, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So I blocked her before I went to bed so I could have peace of mind. And then I didn't
Not
unblock her when
blocked.
I
That's
woke up.
extreme, bro. You blocked her. That's extreme.
No, I did. I'm very like that's me though. I know I'm super petty, I guess, in that regard. Like,
It must not have
I'm
been
petty.
good because you blocked her. You didn't even like put
No,
on
it was.
silent.
No,
You
it
didn't.
was. It was. I just had other options.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. I had other options. So I was just like, why would I deal with you when I can just deal with somebody else?
Right. Blocked is crazy. You gotta do a lot for me to
Yeah.
block you. A lot.
I ain't gonna lie, my thumb and that block button been married for a while since I had my little hiatus from social media and all of life. My peace is I'm protecting my peace at all costs. I don't give a damn about what you feel, what you say. If you fucking with my peace, I'm good on you.
Now, I understand messing with your
I'm
peace,
with
but
it.
she just said I'm mad and you blocked her. Like, that's extreme, bro.
No, I asked her to talk about it, like to explain. I tried, like I called her and she didn't pick up the phone, and I'm just like, oh, okay, like you beefing, like, so I gave her till I was going to bed.
Oh, okay, you beefing.
I'm laughing
Like,
at his comment.
you ain't got
You
to
ain't gotta
cap.
lie.
It
It was
was trash.
trash.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't trash at all. It wasn't trash at all. Like, I still think about it to this day and go, could I have not blocked her? And I
Yeah,
still
you
go
could have
back to it.
not blocked her.
Then I go, nah. Because
She was just a little sensitive. That's it.
even if I would have got some again or whatever, like, she
No,
wasn't for
really
me.
it's really the simple fact that she became clingy that fast, and he didn't like that shit. So it
Yeah,
was a
that's what it
good
is. It's
out.
not
It was a
for
good
you.
out. He had a good out. That's what it was. Look, he can't even say shit. He had a good out. He had a good out. That's what that was. He had a really good out. And she allowed it to be easy for him to make it happen. So shit. Bye, bitch. Hey, shout out to
Yeah,
her. Shout out to her for getting clean
yeah.
after 2 days.
Listen, I love this conversation, but I gotta go.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm glad I
Yeah,
caught the end. I miss
yeah. We're
y'all.
gonna run it
Love
back.
I
y'all.
know, come back. We missed you.
Yeah, we're gonna run it back.
Man, I'm still not hopping on social media. I don't know. I mean, that's a to be continued sign. But I mean, so long as he hit me on Snap, I'm usually off Tuesday through Friday. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Y'all got
So
me.
Yeah,
yeah,
it seems like Tuesdays has been working better for everybody anyway.
That's good. That's
yeah,
good shit. That's good shit.
yeah,
Well, all right,
yeah.
y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm glad I got
All
to catch
right.
the end. Everybody, I'm out. All right.
Bye.
All right, cool. And yeah, that's been another episode of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast. We out.